back to my channel. If you're new, thanks for joining. My name is Karina, and as you can see by the title of this video today, I'll be doing Get Ready With Me Drugstore Makeup Edition. It should be fun because some of these items I've never used myself. I recently purchased them and want to see what they're all about. So it'll be our first time together, seeing if it works. I'm just hoping none of them break me out. Let's hope they don't. But I'm excited for that. Now, some of the other items that I'll be mentioning, and I'll tell you which ones, I've tried them before. But I didn't want to go and buy a completely new item in that area because I just felt that it would be a waste to buy something new completely when I already have those that I've recently purchased that are in the category that I need. But if you want to see this makeup look, I really don't know what I'm gonna do with what I have in reality, so we'll go with the flow. You guys already know how my channel works. We go with the flow. Nothing is set in stone. I don't practice it ahead of time. It's usually whatever comes out, and that's just how I roll. So if you want to see this Get Ready With Me Drugstore Makeup Edition, stick around and let's get started. Okay, we're ready to get started. I'm just going to put my hair up, and I do want to say that for this makeup look in particular, I am going to start off not with my eyes, which is what I usually do. So if you guys watch my other Get Ready With Me videos or makeup edition videos, I always usually tend to start off by doing my eyes. It just helps me prevent from any fallout, and that's just my makeup routine, right? I always do my eyes and I follow to do the rest of my face. But for this particular look, although I don't really know what I'm doing with the eyes, I know that what I have is nothing crazy like color wise or fallout. So I figured that I would start off with the base, which is my face, and then move on to the eyes because I don't think I should have any issue with any fallout because I'm not doing any crazy look or anything. It's going to be a bit simple. To start off, I would usually prime my face. I did not buy any primer because I couldn't find the one that I wanted to try. I wanted to try the E.l.f. Putty Primer. I've used it in the past, but not the new version. I think it comes in a bottle. The other one comes like in a little container, and I just couldn't find it. So I said, okay, I need to record this video, so we'll move on. But I remember that I have this setting spray. So it's the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist from E.l.f. as well. Now, I know this is not a primer. However, I've seen other girls use this as a primer as well, not only a setting mist because of the way that it stays on your skin, I'm assuming. So it says it helps you achieve healthy looking glow. And then it says it has a lasting power, while coconut is known to hydrate and condition the skin. So this didn't break me out. I love the smell. I love the smell of coconut. It makes me think I'm like at the beach. But we'll use this as my primer, okay? Now moving on to the foundation. I think this is the best color that they had that can possibly work. So I'm using the Maybelline Super Stay 24 Skin Tint. 24-hour skin tint. So sorry if you hear any noise in the background, but my neighbor decided to start cutting the grass. Anyways, so I'll be using the Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour skin tint. I mean, if you know, you know. What I mean by that is that this has been very popular on TikTok. Many other YouTubers have been doing videos reviewing this, and I've been wanting to try it. I'm usually not a skin tint kind of girl, but I'm very curious. Now, as far as color, I grabbed the 120, my sponge, and I have my foundation here, my tint, and let's start. Okay. What do you guys think? Okay. I think it's working. So I'm gonna just do half of my face so that we can see the difference. Okay? Is it too white? I don't know. Let me check. It's a little light. Like here, I don't think you can see again because of my lighting.
As hard as I try to get lighting working for me, it never does.
But anywho, right now I'm looking here so that I have direct light. And I mean, it's not like my skin color, but it's not bad. We can make it work. We can make it work with the bronzer and with the blush. We'll make it work. So now the foundation, I mean the tint does say that it's buildable. That means that you can make it for it to look almost like just your skin, or you can build it up. So I'm gonna just add a little bit more. We're gonna be extra. We're gonna put it to the extra test to make sure that it works, and I'll just add a little more. For the next part, we'll be doing my concealer, which I grabbed this because I've heard good things about it. It's the Essence Keep Me Covered concealer, and it says no fragrance, silicones, or mineral oils, and it's vegan. So it looks like this. And if you don't know about the brand Essence, it's super cheap, super cheap. So I really like it. I actually think I purchased this in Ulta because I couldn't find the other concealer that I wanted to try by NYX at Walmart or anywhere. So I just grabbed this one from Ulta, but again, it's like $2 or $4 if not mistaken. So it still works. So I don't know if this sets right away. So let me try to put some here and see. It kind of feels like it's going to dry fast. So let me set it, because usually what I do with my concealers is I put it on, let it sit for a little bit on the skin, and then work through it because that lets it stay longer. But when they're new like this, I'm not sure. No, this one looks like it dries right away, so we gotta work with it fast. And it might be a little too light, but whatever. Again, I'm working fast with it. Okay, I'm not mad at it. Obviously, everything will come together once I do the rest of my face. I can say that it's buildable too. So you probably can add more coverage if you wanted to, like if you like that kind of look. But since I already went a little heavy with the tint and I'm not going anywhere, we're just gonna keep it light on the concealer. But moving along with the next product is for the eyebrows. This is not a new product that I've never used. I actually used this. This was my holy grail kind of thing for my eyebrows for the longest, but I stopped using it when I found that amazing eyebrow pencil that I mentioned in one of my favorites. But I've come back to this one again. It's from the brand Wet n Wild, and you can't really see, although it's new, but the writing is very light. It says Ultimate Brow Kit, and I have the dark brown color. This little thing, I like it because it comes with the little tweezers, comes with the little brush that you could use to do your eyebrows. So it comes with 2 different colors and like a little setting gel or like application for you to set your eyebrows. I usually never use that one because I really don't like it. Oh, as you can see, I don't really care for it. But anywho, I use this brush, which is technically the same, but a mother version, and this is a baby version. But it's technically the same thing. I just use this one, and I use a combination of both colors to do my eyebrows. So I'll use some of the darker shade for the ends of my eyebrows, then the inner I'll go a little bit lighter, and then I mix the colors together. And I just think it's like a great product. It's an actual good product. It doesn't have any fallout. It also stays all day, because you know sometimes the cheaper the product is, like when it comes to price, I mean, sometimes they don't tend to do the job for the entire day. It's usually for that moment when you're doing your makeup. But this one actually is a good product overall. So I'm gonna do the rest of my eyebrows off camera, because I don't think you need to sit and watch me do my eyebrows, because you're probably like, girl, I already know how to do that. Let's move on. Eyebrows are all done, and we can move on to the eyes. For the eyes, I have 2 products. Well, we'll be using 3 products looking at what I have. So I purchased this Wet n Wild multi-stick color iron, and it looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see. And I really like the color because I felt like I can use this. They had all different colors. They were very pretty, but I felt like this is the color that I can reuse over and over instead of those other bright colors. But then, as you guys know, some of you might know, I went to see RBD and my younger sister wanted me to do her makeup and add glitter and all that fun stuff. So I actually purchased this E.l.f. I don't know what it's called. Let me see if it says. It just says Disco Queen. I don't know like the collection or anything because I did use this once on my sister like a week and a half ago, and it's super pretty, but I don't know if they'll look good together or if I want to be that extra, but maybe we can incorporate somehow, some way, depending on how this works, because I've never used this product. For my base, I'm going to use this Physician Formula Butter Bronzer. If you know, you know. Physician Formulas bronzers are the bomb.com, and the smell, again, takes you to the beach. Takes you to the beach. I think this was like a limited edition. This is not brand new, as you can see. It's broken. I say it's a limited edition because of the packaging, I believe, but it still works. I mean, it still works. We'll just close it, right? So I've used this before, obviously, but if I would have to choose a drugstore bronzer, I would always say Physician Formula because I think it's the bomb.com, and it's also not that expensive. So yeah, we'll use that as a base, as you guys also know. And now we're going to go in with this. So let me open this first, if I can do it, because I have nails and it be sliding. When your hands don't work, use your teeth. No, I'm just joking. All the dentists out there are like, yeah, don't use your teeth. But we're using our teeth here. Okay. Oh, and then it's like literally like one of those that you don't have to sharpen. So I like that to begin with. So let's add a little bit here to my hands. Pretty. It's a little bit darker than what I thought, if I'm honest with you. I don't know if you see, it's a little darker. I thought it was gonna be like lighter, but it is what it is. We'll add it to my whole entire eyelid, and then I'll work it in with my finger, and hopefully that looks good, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I mean it's not bad at all. It's not as smooth as I thought it would be, but also it's not like super dry. And then as far as the color, it is a pretty color, but it's not what I thought it would be. And it's just a little darker than I would want it. I felt like it would be a little bit more gold, but it's a pretty color. Now my vecino is out with a new machine. So if you hear something else, it's still my vecino deciding to take care of his lawn at this moment. It's all good. It's all good. We go with the flow. So yeah, it's very workable. Like, I mean, you can work it with your finger. I wouldn't recommend you using a brush to work with it, because it probably won't work. Your fingers and the warmth of your fingers also help work around the product. And with that brush that I use with my bronzer, I didn't add no new bronzer. I'm just going to go here on the top just to kind of blend the color, to bring it in. Not necessarily touching what I added, but more like bringing the bronzer in towards that product so that they are sisters. We're adding the E.l.f. and because I want to show you how cool they are. like this, and I'll put it on top of the... Now you do have to move fast with this as well because it does dry fast. But it looked really pretty on my sister's eyes when I added it, because I did like pinks and reds on her eyes, and it looked really nice adding that as a final touch. I'm just removing some of that stuff that I had so that I can show you guys by itself and then on top of this color that I'm doing. If you don't do anything with it, this is how it looks, right? But it looks a little bit chunky, so right away you have to set it in with your fingers and literally like patting it all in, not like brushing it or anything. It's more like patting it in so that it can have that twinkle and not be so intense. So what I'm gonna do, let's see, maybe in the middle, I mean on the corner of my eye. See, I can leave it like that, but to me that's not cute. So we're going to take my finger again and pat it and start bringing it towards. It's very subtle. And I like it. I like it. Okay, we're gonna do the other eye. Moving along to the rest of my eyes. For my eyes, I'm using products that I've already used because they're my favorite drugstore mascaras and I rave about them. So I use two mascaras, and the first one is the Lash Paradise, and this is by L'Oreal, and it looks like this. Is the one that comes in the pink packaging. Okay, and then the other one that I'm obsessed with is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. I think everyone should have this one in their makeup kit because they're good. You can find them in any drugstores, and I really love them. And I'm just using my regular curler, and my steps are to basically curl my lashes. So I curl them. Then the first step is for me to take this one and add a few coats. I think we're gonna do maybe 2 coats or 3. And then after that I go in with the other one. I just feel that with this mascara, like my lashes look long and they stay up, because first of all, your girl doesn't have long lashes. I sure don't. I don't. And although I was using like lengthening product for a while at the beginning of the year or last year too, and it was working, I stopped using it because I just got lazy. And as you know, if you stop using those products, your eyelashes go back to how they were. So anywho, I never had long lashes, but actually with these 2 products, I feel that my lashes look on point, and sometimes they even look like I'm wearing fake lashes. So I'm not mad at that, because that means I'm not wearing lashes every day like I used to many years ago. Okay, as you can see, that's what my lashes look like just with, I don't know if it's focusing, just with Lash Paradise. And then I'll go, before it dries, I'll go with the other one to separate them. The difference between the 2 mascaras is that this one, as you can see how the bristles look, I don't know if it's focusing, it's more to help you separate your lashes. I believe this lengthens them as well. It pulls them up. So that's that. Okay, that's it. And then we're going to move on to my blush and my bronzer, and I think we're done. Moving along with the rest of my face, we're using this LA Girl Soft Matte Cream Blush that I came across when I was buying this. And I figure, I mean, might as well just buy this here. It was, I think, also like $4. And it just, I love the color. It looks super cute. So I'm like, let me try it. So we'll see. The color is Rosebud. And you could actually use it for your cheeks, sorry, and your lips. So we'll see. Okay, it's a little pinky. And I think just a little drop will be, but yeah. And I literally, as you guys saw, I did not put a lot. And it's very, very pink. So let me work with it to see how fast I need to move with it. It is pink, girl. Ooh, girl. I don't know about that. So, I feel like, look at my finger. Oh. Yeah, and it does set really fast. It's like thick too. I thought it would be like creamy, like very soft, buttery, because it's a soft, well, I mean, it's a soft matte, so that means it dries to a matte look. But it does say that it's blendable and long-lasting pigment. I mean, it's not lying when it says about pigment, because it's very, very out there. We'll see if it lasts long. Blendable, I mean, if you move really fast, but I feel like it's a little too much, and it does dry fast. So again, this is how much I'm adding again to my hand. And I don't want to put it on my cheeks because I don't want to ruin everything, so I'm just gonna work fast. And I'm using my finger first, and then I'll go in with my beauty blender, and if I need to add more, I will. I'm usually not like a pink kind of girl when it comes to blush. I mean, they're pretty, but I don't know if it goes with my skin. We'll add a little bit more. And I'm sorry that I'm using my middle finger, guys. I'm not trying to flick you off by any means. It's just the finger that I grabbed the product with. And I'll work around it. I'll build up a little bit more. I mean, I think if you use it like this, like putting it on your hand or on something and then working with it, it's best than actually taking the product and adding it to your face. I think you'll have a harder time working with it because it does dry really fast. It's extremely pigmented, and yeah, I think it's just, I mean, do you? But you see, like, I wouldn't want all of that in my cheek. Because look, if you leave it like that, it probably will set right away if you don't work with it fast. And do you really want that hot pink? I don't know. I mean, you might, but I don't. I mean, it's a pretty color, but it is very intense if you just leave it setting like that. I feel that you'll have a harsh line, and I don't think that's the look anyone's going for, right? The next part is for me to do my bronzer, like here, like I regularly do. And again, I'm gonna use the Physician Formula Butter bronzer, and I'll do that and keep working with this girl. I added my bronzer, as you guys can see. Worked around that pink. Okay, for highlighter, I'm using this Wet n Wild illuminating palette. The color is Catwalk Pink, and it looks like this. So, hold on, I'm trying to open it. Okay, got it. So I'm just going to probably take a mixture of all of them. Using this brush, I'm just going to add a little bit because I don't want to be shining bright like a diamond right now. But we'll see. I mean, it's okay. Not bad. I'm not really a fan of those like super shimmery highlighters. But again, for the purpose of this video, we're trying them. I almost forgot. I have another eye product that is the LA Girl Pastel Dream Auto Eyeliner, and it's just like a white liner. I've used this one before, but it's from the same brand as this one, so I figured I would incorporate it here. it is a good product. I really like it. It's very smooth. That's what I liked about it, you can see. And this, I'll just add it to the inner of my eye, the inner corner of my eye, to make my eyes stand out more, or open up a little bit more. Now I know a lot of people are not a fan of white because it can look a little like too gimmicky, but again, I think we can work with it. I'll fix it right now with just blending it in, because I don't want to bring it into all the way to the middle of my watercolor. So let me fix that, because I don't like how it looks that I took it in too far. So now I'm just simply removing any of that tint that landed on my lips, or that I added there, so that I can do my lips. Actually, if I wanted to, like if this was any day where I'm not recording and I'm trying this foundation or the tint, I would go in and put some translucent powder, which my favorite drugstore one is the number 7, and it is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Finishing Powder, light medium. I think this is like a dupe to that, what is it called, I'll add, I can't think of the name right now, but I'll add a picture. It's not clicking right now, but it's definitely a dupe. So I would go in with a brush and set my face, but I'm not going to do it, because since this is the first time that I am using this, I want to see how it works with not adding any type of powder. But I did want to point this out, that this, if you're looking for a translucent powder or a setting powder, finishing powder, number 7, the brand, get your hands on that. I bought mine at Target. Okay, so for lips, let's see, I have this lip liner, and it's called Jordana. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Quick interruption here, because I want to make something clear. Now that I'm trying to find prices for the items that I couldn't remember the prices, being one of this, it's showing online that it's $15, when there is no way I purchased this for $15. I remember buying it at Walgreens for no more than $4. It's just, I don't know if it's discontinued now, and this is why people are reselling it. I can't recall when was the last time I purchased this, but I know that brand does not sell for that much, or if they stop selling it at Walgreens. But I sure did not pay no $15, okay? Ended up doing some more research on this brand, because I was just curious, because I knew like it hasn't been that long, or that's the price that I paid. But anyways, just so that you guys know, this brand actually closed for business, if not mistaken, 2021 or 22. Mind you, I don't know exactly when I purchased this, but it wasn't like 3 years ago for sure. So I'm assuming that when I bought this is those items that they are on sale probably, or that Walgreens had them like left over from long time ago. It was probably expired for all I know, but I got it because I thought it was a pretty color, which it is. But yeah, just so you know, you won't find this at Walgreens anymore or anywhere, because it's discontinued. You'll probably only find it online, people reselling it for $15.99. But it's actually a pretty color, because I think you could use it during the spring, summer, and even transition it to the fall. So we're not mad at it. We're not mad at it. And then for lip gloss, I am going over with one of the lip glosses, my ultimate favorite drugstore lip glosses right now. One of them I showed you guys during my favorites. I just figured I would incorporate it here because it's drugstore and it's bomb.com. It's the Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss by CoverGirl, and the color that I have is the, what is it, Straw Booty, the Straw Booty one. And then if you don't want to buy those because they're a little bit pricier, then you can go with any of the NYX butter glosses. They're the bomb.com, and the one that I love is the Creme Brulee. This is my to-go everyday kind of gloss. I just love the color. It's beautiful, and it's like $4, but I think this color will go more with this right now. and a little goes a long way. So that is pretty much it. I don't think I'm missing. Oh, yeah. Let me spray some of the setting mist again. Perhaps I should have not, just to see how the tint works by itself, but I mean, I already put some on at the beginning, so it doesn't matter. But so let me put my hair down and then we'll come back to close this. And this is it. This is the final result of me doing my makeup using Drugstore makeup. I really like the products for the most part. I can say my least favorite would have to be the Soft Matte Cream Blush by LA Girl. It's not a bad product by any means. I just feel like it's really pigmented. And although the thing does say that it's pigmented, I just feel that it's, since it dries in the way, I don't know, I just felt like it would be more creamy. The color's really pink. Of course, you can work with it to make it look a little more subtle, but if you don't move fast with this, you'll end up with like a patch of that color. So like I said, I suggest a little goes a long way for sure. Putting it on your hand and then working quickly by adding it from your hand to your cheeks and then building up like that, because if you literally put this on, you're gonna struggle. Let's see, as far as the Super Stay 24 hours skin tint, I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's good. My skin looks good. I do see it like grabbing onto my líneas here, my lines, as my niece calls them, the líneas. But I think it's because I went in with how many coats did I do? 2, 3? I don't know. Maybe if I would have just stuck with that one coat, it would be better and it would look more natural, like my skin kind of look. But I mean, as far as the color, it seems to work with my skin tone. So we'll see throughout the day if it works, if it makes me super oily or not, because that's usually my problem here, or if it starts separating in certain areas. Overall, I mean, I'm not mad at this look. How many times have I said mad in this video? Like,
I'm not mad at that. Like, girl, are you mad at life? Like, what's your problem? No, I'm not mad. Period.
But what I'm trying to say is that I enjoyed all the products. I'll probably reuse everything that I have here. It's just a matter of getting used to it, and we'll see how it holds on to my face during the day. I'll include maybe an update at the end of this video as far as if it worked for me, what my final thoughts were after wearing this makeup look for the entire day. Although I don't plan to do much. It's my day off today from work, so I'm just going to chill and do a lot of nothing. So we'll see. But with that being said, this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for once again sticking around, that you go out and buy some of these products that I tried today. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you follow me and subscribe to my channel. I'm so appreciative of each and one of you for supporting me in this journey of just having fun and being creative. But until next time, I'll see you then. Bye. Quick update of how my makeup held for the rest of the day. Just know that it was good, 10 out of 10. The tint, 10 out of 10. It didn't separate, it didn't make me dewy. The only difference I'll do next time is not add so many layers, but highly recommend that tint. Get your hands on it. The rest of the items were good. They also held on good. The concealer for sure. The blush was a little patchy, but it was all good. And the glitter on my eyes stayed, that I actually had to take some off because it was just too much. It was shining bright like a diamond on a regular day when I'm running errands. So because I did end up going outside, so I ended up taking some of that off. But overall, highly recommend everything that I mentioned, especially the tint.